This video production is sponsored by RD Sales and Service Limited. We service what others sell. For all mechanical repairs, trust our professionals. RD Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of the number 17 Super Truck and Sprint Car.
Brothers number 18, it's Dustin Enns. Inside on row number 2, it's the 1. This is George Balkin and the Balkin & Sons Dynasty Bathrooms number 2. To his, 1. To his outside, the number 5. This is Glenn Manning. Remember, he had the right side of that truck torn off in the heat race. We'll see if he's got it back together here right now. Inside row number 3, it's Tavia Dorge in the R&D sales entry, the number 17. To her outside, a guy that this year is undefeated so far. The Dynasty Bathrooms number 2 is Jamie Vernaus. Inside row number 4 in the 29, a rookie in the Super Truck division is Kevin Overton. To his outside, we're looking for the 30 of Lynn Lucken, but he did not answer the bell, or his truck didn't. Inside on row 5, the 22, another rookie, Danik Picton. And to his outside, the 67, another rookie, Mark Zondag. And on the back, Rennie Paluco, another rookie. Keep an eye on that guy. That's 73. He has gone pretty quick out here the few weeks that we've had them out here. All right, lined up and ready to go green for Dynasty Bathrooms. We are racing right now.
Just the Speedway, no sponsor.
Check. Dustin Enns and the Enns Brothers 18 is your early leader. George Balkin at second in the number 1. Jamie Vernaus on the move on the back straightaway. He moves to the number 4 position with the Dynasty Bathrooms Future Tint and Stripe number 2.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, I do have a... I think that always sounds good when I have this interlude thing. It's not singing, but it's kind of...
Dustin Enns, your leader, and he's out front by about 6 or 8 truck lengths over George Balkin in the Dynasty Bathrooms number 1. Tavia Dorge is third in the pink 17, but here comes Jamie Vernaus in the Dynasty Bathrooms number 2. At 5th spot, Glenn Manning, and they call him half tons, and he's got about half a one right now by the look of that 5 truck. Your leader coming up on slower traffic, the 29. The first truck to go down a lap with 5 in the book and 10 to go. We're queuing up good music for the fireworks. Enns looking sharp. He's got, he doesn't anymore. There was a lap truck between he and George Balkin. Now, Jamie Vernaus makes a move around the outside of Tavia Dorge. Tavia Dorge back to 4th. Jamie Vernaus is 3rd. And what the heck went on over there? Looks like the 67. Number 5 involved over there as well. Have you got your...
Just listen to my stuff.
Have you got the cool thing for the late model feature?
I got the countdown for the lates, and I've got the thing for the fireworks.
All right. Man, you are on top of things tonight, Darren Palin. Dustin Enns didn't want to see that yellow flag. Everybody else loves it. Dustin had a pretty good run on the second place truck of George Balkin. George restarts 2nd. Jamie Vernaus will restart 3rd, I think. Tavia Dorge may restart 3rd. We'll see here. Just let's check it out. Who restarts 3rd? Is the lap board right?
Cucumber off it, please. You need to eat because you haven't been eating for a couple days.
Dustin ends in the 18, has the restart lead. That we know. George Balkan will restart second.
We're good right now?
They are good the way they are right now. Jamie Vernaus will hold on to the third spot.
The lap board's wrong then.
Tavia Dorge will restart fourth. Oh. Well, if you want something changed, just get the announcer to say it one way. It'll soon be the other. So the lap board is correct. So we have 5 officially in the book, 10 remain. The question is, can Dustin Enns hang on and win it in the Monster Enns Brothers number 18? George Balkan has had that truck number 1 performing really well tonight. Tavia Dorge at third, but Jamie Vernaus in the Joey's Only Seafood, Future Tint and Stripe, Dynasty Bathrooms number 2 has not, well, his winning streak on the line tonight. He restarts in the 4th spot, and he's got some ground to cover, although he has 10 laps to do it. This yellow flag has been good for everyone but the leader, Darren.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Undefeated in 2013. He's got some tough drivers in front of him, so we're going to find out. It looks like we're going green this time around, Pat.
We are ready to go for Dynasty Bathrooms. Green flag. We're back to racing. 4 wide down the front straightaway. Glenn Manning right up by the concrete wall in what they call the danger zone, and he was second there for a second, but now racing for third spot with Jamie Vernaus, who has a look at Dustin Enns got shuffled back. He's on his way back to the front. Your leader is George Balkan. Dustin Enns had the field covered until that yellow flag came out. And right now it's George Balkan up front in the Future Tint and Stripe Dynasty Bathrooms number 1. Looks like the 2 of Jamie Vernaus is actually holding up traffic. We got another spinner in turn number 4, but it looks like 2 of the 3 of them are still moving. Wayne Grosky in the 04, who started on the pole, is stopped in turn number 4, and that brings out a yellow flag. Oh, and he waited for it, too. He's running. Now, what the heck happened to Dustin Enns there?
He just went backwards. I didn't quite see the whole sequence of events, but he was running way up front there, and all of a sudden it was Balkan.
And they had 3 and almost 4 wide as they went into turn 1. Some great racing in this truck class over the last couple of years. Yeah,
absolutely.
It really has been.
Always been competitive.
Not the big numbers necessarily, but certainly some great racing. And tonight is no exception. George Balkan will have the restart lead. Tavia Dorge is second. Dustin Enns, who was out front and looking like he was gone before that yellow flag, he's now third. We have the 73 of Rennie Paluco stopped on the front straightaway for consultation with the fire department. All right. So the girls are working on the lineup right now. They read them from the laptop over to our competition director, who then reads them to the drivers to get the top 10 straight on the board. And when they get the board straight, the drivers actually could take it from there or off of the receivers, but don't know what's going on down there. Wish I could tell you. Don't know. Rennie Paluco down front. Just getting the oil checked or something. The board is correct. Thank you, Glenda. So the restart lead goes to George Balkan. So the 18 of Dustin Enns went from leading prior to the yellow, or 2 yellows ago, to 5th place right now. And I don't know how that all took place, but wow, there was a lot going on right there. Okay, so we should be ready to go. The board is, we got everyone in the right spot? Everyone is in the right spot. We're ready to go.
Okay, we're green here. Now we're ready to go.
had a few anyway, I swear to God. I didn't know if they swear to God.
Okay, Tavia Dorge chooses the inside lane. the leader out front, that is George Balkin in the Future Tint and Stripe. Balkin and Sons Plumbing and Heating. Dynasty Bathrooms number 1. But his teammate is knocking on the back door right now. Second place 17, Tavia Dorge in the 17. She starts second. His teammate Balkin and Vernaus teammates at Dynasty Bathrooms Racing. And boy, oh boy, sometimes it's just as good to be lucky as good. Poor Dustin Enns knows about bad luck. This should be a dandy. The last start was incredible and had quite a bunch of shuffling going on in the top 5 spots. We'll see how it goes. 6 laps officially in the book. 9 remain. This is your Dynasty Bathrooms main event for the Super Trucks tonight. And we're looking them over. We're going green. We're racing for Dynasty Bathrooms. George Balkin's truck not handling quite as well as he'd like. A little loose coming off of turn 2, and here comes his teammate, Jamie Vernaus, who goes to the high side. George running the bottom of the racetrack in the 1. They are side by side coming off of 4. Your new leader is Jamie Vernaus in the Dynasty Bathrooms number 2. George Balkin doesn't want to give up that easy. He goes right back after him. Look at the race for 3rd place. Dustin Enns in the 18 moves to 3rd and now has his sights set on 2nd place Balkin in the 1. Oh, the leader just about went off the racetrack in turn number 1. Jamie Vernaus a wee bit on the high side there in turn number 1. Great race for the 2nd place. George Balkin is currently 2nd, but Dustin Enns turns the heat up and he takes it over. Beautiful pass by Dustin Enns in the number 18. Enns has that 18 working well tonight, and he gets into the 2nd spot, but your leader, Jamie Vernaus, with quite a lead on the rest of the field, but the 18 of Enns tries to reel him in. With 4 to go, spinner in turn number 4, it's Picton. Danik Picton in the 22. Yellow flag for the 22 truck. Well, last time, the leader, we had a couple of yellows ago. Dustin Enns was the leader, and the yellow worked to his disadvantage in a big way. Well, right now, he's going to be liking this yellow because the leader is Jamie Vernaus, and 2nd spot is the 18 of Enns. So, he will get lane choice. The leader out front on his own. That'll be the Dynasty Bathrooms number 2 of Jamie Vernaus. That'll put Enns at 2nd spot, and Enns does have lane choice with 5 to go. We have the 22 of Danik Picton in turn number 4 getting a push from the big powerhouse there, the Leaning Tower of Power, the Jeep Cherokee, or as they say in certain places in the north, the Jeep Cherokee. I think it might be easier to push him downhill, but what do I know? So, well, we got a minute to, Hey, look who's joining us up here while we take a quick minute to get the truck race restarted. Shane Holden, what a job you did there, Junior.
Oh, yeah, that was nerve-wracking. Well, all those laps there waiting on the yellow, but we held them off, and that's all that matters, so we'll take it.
Oh, I guess you took it. That was a heck of a nice race to watch. Not an easy bunch out there either. You got to earn those ones, don't you?
No, not at all. I seen Tunis there on the bottom, but you can't let him get in your head. You just got to drive your own race, race against yourself, not the other guys.
Well, you did a great job. I'm sure your grandpa and your dad and your mom and everyone else is very proud of you. And we appreciate the great race you put on, you and the 39 car and some others, but boy, it was a dandy. Turn around and face the camera. Our promotions girl wants my picture, and since you're in the room, we may as well get you in on it, Shane. Attaboy.
I thanked a few people. I just want to thank my mom, my dad, my crew chief Riley, and my cheering section over there. Thanks, you guys, and all the sponsors too.
He'd like to say thanks to each and every one of you, but we rushed him because we got a truck race to run. Congratulations, Shane. We go back to racing here for Dynasty Bathrooms with 2 of their trucks in the top 3, and we're going back to green for Dynasty Bathrooms.
That's why you got to be on the pace, every other time.
But I mean, if he's rollovers, we'd be doing great.
Oh, we would.
Dustin ends on the bottom. Look at him come through turn 4 in that 18. Wow, we got a race on our hands here. Jamie Vernaus working the high side of the racetrack, and Dustin Ends took a shot at him on the bottom. And he gets a good run off of turn 2 as well. This one's far from over yet. Ends goes to the bottom again. Vernaus on the top in the white number 2. Uh-oh. Ends. Oh, what a shame. He goes from 2nd to 6th. Just like that. From hero to 0 in a split second. That's unfortunate. Dustin had a real good run going on there. Now it's Jamie Vernaus out front with 1 to go this time by. Or 2? 1. 2. 2 to go. Tavia Dorge doing a real nice job at the number 3 spot. White flag out right now. 1 to go. Here comes Ends working on the rest of the field here to get a few spots back. And the checkers are waving. The win streak will stay intact. Jamie Vernaus is your winner. The Dynasty Bathrooms number 2. Second spot goes to the 1 of George Balkin in the Dynasty Bathrooms number 1. Third spot goes to the 17 of Tavia Dorge. Fourth spot to Glenn Manning in a truck that is molting out there right now. And rounding out the top 5, I believe it or not, was the 18 of Dustin Ends. Got back to 5th place after that. What a great job. What a great race. We got to congratulate the guys in our truck division. A fantastic race. Jamie Vernaus' win streak stays intact. They must weigh no less than 2,800 pounds, and he makes the weight. And we will get the trucks to the